Hello and welcome back to LFC News. In today's video, we have some huge Mo Salah news as Steven Gerrard has opened up on the situation. He gives us a different insight on his view on the situation, and it's pretty interesting actually. So we will have a watch and react to that video in today's video. We'll also go over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. But first, please make sure you do like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. So, getting straight into the video, a 1-0 win against Inter Milan last night. It saw Arne Slot really use a different setup, almost a 4-4-2 for a large proportion of the game. We saw both Isak and Ekitike start up front, which didn't really work. However, it was the midfield that was very different. You know, we saw Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai almost act as wide midfielders. It was very interesting to see, and then McAllister stepping up into almost a number 10 position. A very direct and attacking shape for Liverpool, really, and something really different than we've not seen in a while. And obviously it worked. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. We got the 1-0 win. Was it a penalty? Was it not? It doesn't matter. We got the win, and that is all that matters. But we're going to go into a quick one with Arne Slot regarding Ibrahima Konate, who had more of a solid game yesterday. He was a lot better on the ball. He was able to pick out some of his passes. And he looked fairly solid defensively. So Arne Slot shares the hardest thing Ibrahima Konate is having to deal with. After a strong showing against Inter Milan, Arne Slot praised Ibrahima Konate and shared what the hardest thing has been for him about this season's form. Konate has constantly been at fault for goals this campaign, with many calling for him to be replaced by Joe Gomez at centre-back. And before this game, I was one of those people. However, Konate really changed it around yesterday. It was a breath of fresh air, really, to see Konate play as solid as he did. On occasion, though, he has put in a performance worthy of recognition. Liverpool's 1-0 win against Inter Milan was among his best. After he conceded the penalty at Leeds, Slot admitted the defender has been a bit too much of a crime scene, but the coach's comments at the San Siro were far more positive, and we're going to have a look at that now. So Slot noted, I think it's been the hardest thing for him, but also for me, is to see that during large parts of the game, he's played very well, also in games where he was involved in goals we've conceded. Let's take the PSV game. I think until the moment he played very good game, and that he has been so many times, so it's not a surprise for me that he can play well, but I'm so happy for him that he kept a clean sheet and he wasn't involved in anything that happened tonight. Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air, really. Like, Konate has been someone I've been pointing fingers at all season. So it's really, really positive to see Konate actually have a fairly solid performance. Now, could this be because he found out Real Madrid are not interested in anymore? Or could it be that he wants a new contract at Liverpool? I don't know. Maybe this new system that Arne Slot tried last night is just more comfortable for him. He was getting a lot of space on that right-hand side. To play his long balls and really affect our forward movement, really. So that could be a factor. Slot then goes on to say he has also been very unlucky that if you make a mistake or you're involved in a mistake that this ball constantly has gone in. While Liverpool have no doubt caused many of their own problems this season, the numbers to back up what Slot's saying. About luck the numbers that back up what Slot is saying about luck to some extent. Okay, so Liverpool are predicted to concede a post-shot expected goal of 19 in the league this season, but they have actually conceded 24. So what does that mean? Post-shot expected goals is a metric used to measure the quality of the strike or target and the likelihood of it being saved. For example, a shot of 0.7 PSG has a 70% chance of hitting the net. In theory, a shot that goes wide would be rated a 0. The difference of minus 4.9 goals is the second worst in the entire league. In fact, only Wolves have conceded more compared to their PSG. So yeah, I guess that really shows. Obviously, stats can only tell you so much, but that really shows the problems Liverpool are facing at the minute. So let's now have a look at this Steven Gerrard video, because I think it is a very interesting one. So, if you have been living under a rock recently, Mo Salah has kicked off at Liverpool, basically said, look, I feel like I'm being thrown under the bus, I don't feel appreciated, I'm getting dropped, this isn't good enough, and I do not have a relationship with Arne Slot anymore. Slot hasn't really said much on the situation, he doesn't really give much away. Players have come out in support of Mo Salah. Van Dijk, very notably, came out supporting Mo Salah. Andy Robertson has also shown support for Salah. It's given an impression there is a lot going on behind the scenes that we are unaware of, but a lot of pundits are saying that Salah basically is just being a spoiled child. You don't get played if you're playing bad, essentially. So there is a real divide in Liverpool's opinion on Salah at the minute, but let's have a quick watch of this video. So, here we go.
He's obviously really upset he's not playing, which I respect. He wants to help the team, I respect. A couple of lines about throwing people on the bus, wrong.
Wrong, yeah.
He needs to reverse a little bit away from that. He needs to deal with that with the manager. This needs Virgil van Dijk to go, how are we sorting this out for the benefit of, not even so much the club or the team, it's the fans. I've seen this and I've lived it. I lived it with Suarez when he fell out with Brendan, face to face. I've seen it all, and I've been there myself from a personal point of view. I done the Salah statement in 30 seconds against United and got sent off. Yeah. So no one's perfect. We've all had head loss as players. We've all done emotional things where we think, oh, and I know in time when this all calms, Mo will go, I shouldn't have said that. I maybe shouldn't have said that. And I was a bit emotional, I was a bit hasty and blah, blah, blah. But the end of the day is, Liverpool Football Club need Mo Salah back playing well, back scoring goals, because he is the best player, the best scorer, and he will help them get out of this. If this goes on, this is bigger than what we all know and what we see. He's obviously...
Okay, so Gerrard really offered like a calm head perspective on the situation, which is really nice to see actually, because the whole situation has seen Liverpool fans either go all the way one way or all the way the other way. There was no like reasonable take on the situation. It was either Salah is 100% right, Arne Slot needs to go, or Salah is completely wrong, Liverpool need to sell Salah. Whereas Gerrard's come into the middle and he's basically gone, look, Salah is wrong for coming out and saying all this, but I can understand what's happened. He's a passionate player. He was very emotional. He's probably said some things he probably regrets. And we just need to be calm about this. Liverpool needs Salah. Salah wants to stay at Liverpool. Let's just find a resolution, you know? And then Salah will probably come out and say, look, I probably shouldn't have said this. I am sorry. And everyone can be happy. But yeah, when this situation calms down a little bit, maybe we will see that. But as for now, I'm really not sure. And it's quite worrying, actually. I, for one, don't want to see Salah leave in the winter, sorry. But it's looking like it's heading that way so far. But let me know your thoughts on that in today's in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video.